From the start, he really needed someone outside of his family. Not to say that his family wasn't doing what they should do, but he needed another presence in his life.
Like before I had my respect level and stuff was down. Like I just didn't care because I didn't think I was gonna pass high school.
Yeah, she went through a bullying period. There were some personal things she went through, and
she's a lot better than my three brothers because she doesn't pick on me like they do.
And I think Zakai was definitely, he's in a tough situation when we first met.
And then at that point, my family decided to travel all around America for a few years. So we spent many years doing that.
When he came around and I started listening to him and some of his friends and stuff, I actually got back on track.
There are approximately 15,000 kids in Washtenaw County alone who are deemed at risk. I think that it's important that we raise a community of happy, healthy young people. If we can put more bigs in the lives of kids, I think that we can do that.
You know, I tried doing a lot of different things, like I took him to ball games, and I just think once we started bowling together, I saw that that's something that he really, really liked to do, so that we sort of gravitated toward that as the activity that we did most of the time.
I love bowling. He would take me bowling and give me pointers on what I should do.
I think the bowling is just a platform for me to, you know, something we could do together. And then after bowling, we could talk about things going on in his life.
Like, I wasn't good at math. When I knew my mom and my mom was good at math in high school, and still is, they gave me like a lot of stuff. They helped me a lot with math.
He looked at me as a big brother. Even though I was saying some of the same things that his parents were telling him, he was inclined to listen to me as a big brother rather than a parent.
I think the biggest impact on Lexi has been just helping with her confidence. She was very, very shy and reserved when we first met.
It's actually fun to actually have an older sister that I can look up to, like Mandy.
She does homeschool, so she's not really out and about, I guess, in the community very much, so it's kind of important sometimes when we do hang out that we do community things together.
I can go places with Mandy that I normally cannot do. It would be different because I would be at home a lot more with my brothers and my mom and my dad. And it's really fun to leave the house for a while.
I listen more, I just listen.
She helps me by listening to me.
Kendo is a Japanese martial art. The wooden swords and the armor allow us to have a full contact martial art.
Every time we'd meet, and when we were just one-on-one, I want to talk about Kendo, I want to talk about Kendo, because it was like the light in his life.
He just came every week and watched me do Kendo, and it got to the point where I thought, if you're coming every week and watching, you might as well just do it.
Zakai became my mentor, formally through Kendo.
I just offered him whatever advice I could, and he surprisingly cared, a lot about what I said, and he's really gotten rather good at it.
And he's good at it. He's a national Kendo player at this point. He's been to California competing in national competitions, and it's not out of the question, the path he's going. I just knew that, I don't need to necessarily create any opportunities, just keep him going. This place is going to do wonders for him. It already is. These little, I'm just throwing out assists. You know, I'm not scoring the points for him or, you know, lifting him up, trying to dunk the ball. He's doing the work. I'm just giving him the ball when he needs it. You know, his dad being kind of a full-blooded Omahaan from Nebraska. He had grown up as a foster child himself, and he never really had a father, and he doesn't really know how to be a father. You know, he loves Zakiah. You know, they think that he's something special, but how they can show him that love and the way that they knew how to do that or didn't know how to do that was their difficulty. I really felt that heart, and every time I have the chance to tell Zakiah, you know, that he's loved, I do. Being able to see the changes in Zakiah, his progression over time, if I found out about him in the future, like he's going down a path that wasn't so great, you know, I want to be back there with him, you know, to work him through that.
I think it gives me a good idea of what type of lifestyle I should be aiming for. You know, having a steady job, you know, getting a wife, having kids, you know, the whole 9 yards.
That's the best role I can play, you know, literally help him get to that place where he's happy.
She's not quite as quiet as she used to be. She talks a lot more about her future and things that she wants to do, like what she wants to do for her career. And
I want to be a FBI agent when I'm older. Mandy helped me gain my confidence to actually do what I like.
maybe when we first started this program and started hanging out, she wasn't as vocal about what she wanted to do, and she didn't have really an idea, and she was just kind of just there, I guess you could say, and now she's definitely more animated about her future and everything.
Like if I wouldn't have never met Lamont, some stuff wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I mean, you had some trouble with school, so it's good to see him graduate, obviously, so.
It's a good thing to graduate. I felt very happy. I was very excited.
I went to the graduation ceremony and I'm really proud. And if I had anything to do with that, and so I'm never sure how much I have to do with any of this. You know, I just try to show up and be a presence in his life when he needs me, so.
I mean, I think you always need that direction from somebody, whether it's a teacher or a family friend or, you know, whatever it may be, you know, so just to kind of be there and just be a part of their lives.
All these things, it's just like watching a plant grow or a tree grow into a huge, you know, oak tree that's, you know, becoming really solid and sturdy. And, you know, I give something, but I get back even more.
You know, I think Iran has a really big heart, and he is, he's a great young man.
He turned my life around, so yeah, I recommend a lot of people to get their son or their grandson a big